Hello, welcome to Jennifer's Magical Book Club. Today I am here to read a novel which is called Old Yeller. I'm going to continue reading from chapter 1, page 7 on the top of the page. So I'm going to start. Then he'd had to go act a fool and get himself killed. It was while Papa and I were cutting wild hay in a little patch of prairie back of the house. A big diamond-back rattler struck at Papa, and Papa chopped his head off with one quick lick of his stick. The hat dropped to the ground 3 or 4 feet away from the writhing body. It lay there with the ugly mouth opening and shutting, still trying to bite something. As smart as Belle was, you'd have thought he'd have better sense than to go up and nozzle that rattler's head. But he didn't, and a second later he was falling back, howling and slinging his own head till his ears popped. But it was too late then. The snake mouth had snapped shut on his nose, driving the fangs in so deep that it was a full minute before he could sling the bloody head loose. He died that night, and I cried for a week. Papa tried to make me feel better by promising to get me another dog right away, but I wouldn't have it. It made me mad just to think about some other dogs trying to take Belle's place. And I still felt the same about it. All I wanted no more was a horse. All I wanted now was a horse. The trail I followed led along the banks of Birdsong Creek through some bee myrtle bushes. The bushes were blooming white and smelled sweet. In the top of one, a mockingbird was singing. That made me recollect how Birdsong Creek had got its name. Mama had named it when she and Papa came to settle. Mama had told me about it. She said she named it the first day she and Papa got there, with Mama driving the ox carts loaded with our house plunder, and with Papa driving the cows and horses. They'd meant to build closer to the other settlers over on Salt Branch. But they'd camped there at the spring, and the bee myrtle had been blooming white that day, and seemed like every bush there was a mockingbird singing his full head off. It was also pretty and smelled so good, and the singing birds made such fine music that Mama wouldn't go on. We'd build right here, she told Papa, and that's what they'd done. Built themselves a home right here on Birdsong Creek and fought off the Indians and cleared a corn patch and raised me a little earless and lost a little sister who died of a fever. Now it was my home too, and while Papa was gone, it was up to me to look after it. I came to our spring that gushed clear, cold water out of a split in a rock ledge. The water poured into a pothole about the size of a wagon bed, and a pothole up to his ears in the water stood little Earless. Right in our drinking water, I said, "Earless, you get out of that water." Earless turned and stuck out his tongue at me. "I'll cut me a sprout," I warned. All he did was stick out his tongue at me again and splash water in my direction. I got my knife out and cut a green mesquite sprout. I trimmed all the leaves and thorns off, then had it for him. Earless thought then that I meant business. He came longing up out of the pool, knocking water all over his clothes lying on the bank. He lit out for the house, running naked and screaming bloody murder. To listen to him, you'd have thought of Comanches or lifting his scalp. Mama heard him and came rushing out of the cabin. She saw little Erlis running naked. She saw me following after him with the mesquite sprouts in one hand and his clothes in the another. She called out to me. "Travis," she said, "what on earth have you done to your little brother?" I said, "Nothing yet, but if he doesn't keep out of our drinking water, I'm going to wear him to a frazzle." I'm done reading till chapter 1, page 10 on the middle of the page. I hope you're enjoying with me and see you later. Bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.